Hello everyone. So in this video, I'm going to show you the exact system that will help you to make $10,000 in next 90 days. And I'm not bluffing about it. This is the exact system that I've used, and so many other people have used to make more than $10,000 in just short amount of time. And again, whatever I'm about to show you in this video, very important, because see, if you pay a really good attention to that, you will be making more than what I'm right now mentioning in this video, right? Again, this is very simple yet very effective system, and most people think that simple things does not work, but that's not true in life. If you observe things around you, things are very simple, but we have a tendency to make it complex, right? So again, that's why I'm saying you just follow this video along, watch it entirely, understand it, believe it, and implement it. Once you do these three things, believe me, no one can stop you from achieve it, right? Even not yourself, right? Once you have that mindset, which is very important, so whatever you do in your life, in your personal or professional career, it is very important that you have a right mindset whenever you do anything, right? So again, that's why I'm focusing on mindset a lot of times in my videos, that mindset is very important. Right now, again, let's now focus on this particular system. Why am I so much confident that this system is going to work? Because not just me, but a lot of other people have used this exact system that actually help them made 30, 40, 50,000 a month in their agency, right? And again, this is not a very new or something that I've invented. This is the exact system that I've borrowed from somewhere, and I'm handing it over to you as well for completely free, right? Now again, in this video, I'm not going to hand over any sort of a workflow or anything. So if you are coming up with that mindset, uh, I have to say that please leave this video right now, right away. I don't want people who are just coming to videos for the free things, right? For the templates or workflow again, right? So basically, if you are coming up, if you are watching this video with the right mindset and with the readiness to do hard work and smart work, then this video is for you, right? So now, without wasting any more time, let's get into the system. So basically, this is his 10K sales system, and in everything that you do in this world, it's run on demand and supply. Now this is the this is the concept that actually it took me a lot of time to understand, and once I understand this concept, it is very easy for me to understand how the entire sales system is working, right? So basically, why I'm putting a lot of emphasis on this, because see, let's say if you want to get clients right now, and that's why you're watching this video, right? If you want to get clients for your agency, you want to get clients for your company where you're working, or maybe you want to get clients for your clients, right? So now in that, now you need to understand, let's say if you're providing SEO services, now that is the supply part. Like, you are the supplier, but to supply that service, to provide that service, you need someone who has that demand, right? Which you can fulfill through your service. Now, if you don't understand it, and if you go to everyone in the market, believe it or not, you are just throwing the dart in the dark, right? And you are just hoping that someone can reply to you, someone can come to you, and then basically buy your services or product. And that's the hard truth that you have to believe, that that's the one of the worst way to do outbound, right? So again, if you are a supplier, you have to understand that there has to be the demand of your services or a product, so that you can basically sell that, so that people can come to you, people can reply to your pitches, to your offers and everything. And that's why it is very important to understand. Right now, in demand and supply, there are four things that you need to understand, and again, believe me, these are the only four things that you need. Once you understand it completely, this will basically change the trajectory of the way you think about this outbound system, or the sales system, whatever you want to call it. It's up to you, right? So now let's say, what are those four things? First one is lead, then high intent signals, accurate data, and top level infrastructure, right? So now again, here we are just talking about cold email outbound. We are not talking about any other form of the outbound, but yeah, in future we'll talk about that on our channel, right? So for now, let's talk about that. So in order to do cold email at scale, you need these four things only. These are the only four things that you need. Right now, again, it's not that simple. In leads, what do I mean by that? So I mean by who is your ICP, right? Their job title, type of then industry that you want to reach out to, right? Then maybe company size, right? Then let's say sub industry, So basically, what do I mean by sub industry? Is that let's say if you are into SaaS, now in that SaaS is the very broad industry, right? Now in that, which particular sub industry you want to target, you have to basically define that. Otherwise, let's say if you go broad, your campaign will not perform that well. And I'm saying it from my experience because in the beginning I've done that mistake of going broad, and then I was thinking like why my campaigns are not working, why my campaigns are failing, right? And I don't want you to do the same mistake as I did. So that's why I always recommended that you go little niche, not broad. So again, let's say if you want to target SaaS, now also in that segmentize that. Let's say B2B SaaS, B2B SaaS. Now let's say once you define that it's B2B SaaS, again segmentize that financial software, or let's say for example SEO software, for example. Now once you let's say once you have that list of segmentation, you can pick 3 or 4 particular sub industry in the main category, and then you can basically testing out your offers, testing out your infrastructure, right? So that is the most optimal way of thinking about that, right? So now that's all about how you can define the ICP, and that's literally it. You don't need to spend hours of research to define your ICP, right? If you're spending, let's say, more than 1 hour on this, believe me, you're just overthinking it, right? Nothing else. So that's all about how you can define the ICP. Now let's talk about high intent signals. Now once you have the list of ICP, now you have to define that whom you are going to basically reach out, what kind of leads you are going to extract from different kind of tools, right? So for example, let's say one of them is like, let's say hiring. This is one of the most high intent signals. Let's see if you can get at least 200 to 300 data of the companies who are hiring for a particular role, which you can target. For example, let's say if I'm offering SEO service, now in that case what I can do is that I can extract companies who are currently hiring for a SEO role, or the organic growth manager role, or the growth manager role, or like any sort of a marketing function. If they are hiring for, they have the budget, they have the mindset to basically go into that, right? So that is the right time to pitch them our services, or like my services, right? So hiring is one of the signal. Let's say another one is funding. If they recently got funded, that is another high intent signal, because that says that they have money, and they have money to invest into their marketing and sales, right? Or like any other function. So basically you can accordingly you can pitch your offer. Another one is if they are expanding, right? If now what do I mean by that? If they on their social media, or like anywhere else, if they are saying that we have expanded our office to, let's say, XYZ city or in country, right? So that's the another signal. Again, not as high as like as high intent as hiring and funding, but still it is a really good signal that says that this company is like expanding, and now they need more staff because they have opened up their office in another city or another country. Now again, that is also a really good signal. So now these are the 3 signals that you can track. Again, there are few more signals which are like not as high intent as these 3, but you can also track that according to the industry that you want to tap into. Right now, for different industry, there are like different triggers as well that you can track. Right now, again, we in today's video, I'm not going to go into that. Otherwise, this video will be really long. Right. So now these are the 3 main high intent signals that you should track if you want to basically target these companies, and if you want to get really good reply rates from your outbound campaigns. Right now, third thing is like once you have this once you define your ICP, once you define the signals that you want to go after, and once you extracted the lead, now you want their email IDs, right? The decision maker email IDs. Now if you are, let's say, if you are using Apollo, or if you are using Crunchbase or G2 or any other platform, data aggregator platform, you get emails, but again, you cannot rely on that, because in my experience, I have like extracted data from almost all the platform available on the internet, and I have run the campaign directly without verifying those emails. And in the beginning, a lot of my campaigns get stuck because of the bounce rate, and I have burned a lot of mailboxes. Like I've burned near to like 300 mailboxes in my 2 years of career in outbound, right? And that is just because of bad data. And that's why accurate data is very important, and to solve this problem, to solve the accuracy and the pricing problem, because if you go into market, you can find a lot of really good tools, let's say Animal Finder or Million Verifier, but again, those tools are little costlier. And if you're just starting it out, or like if you're in the midway, you need something that is more affordable. Plus, it's not just a tool. If you can get, let's say, if you can get along with that a community support and few other features that we are going to roll out in the February, that can basically change the outbound space, right? So if you can get something like that, there's nothing like that, right? So again, in that line, basically we are going to launch our own tool called Mails Finder. And right now what this tool does is that, let me show you the website as well. So this tool is basically find and verify your email at scale without charging you a hefty amount, right? Just like other tools like Animal Finder, Hunter.io, or Snow.io. And the accuracy, we have actually put a lot of focus on accuracy and pricing. And I'm proud to say that right now this is the most accurate tool out there on the internet, right? And I can vouch for that. You can find literally like anyone's email ID, you can verify email ID, and it will give you 99% of accuracy in that. And I can literally vouch for that. If you find something else that can give you more accurate data than this one, I'm happy to discuss that. I'm happy to look around that as well, right? But right now this is the most accurate one, and the most important part of it is this one. Let me show you this one, right? So if you, let's say, once you get into the Mails Finder, you pay for the agency plan, you can get the full API access. Basically, you can get full outbound guide with 1 month of support on your couple of campaign. And also we have a community which you can access to, and we can basically also discuss your ideas, your concerns or questions with other members of the community as well. So right now in the market, no one is going to give you this much of value in less price, right? So that's what we are right now giving. So if you want, you can basically sign up for that. Another way of accessing the Mail Finder is you can basically directly go to, let's say, school, and over there basically you can go to a community like revenue growth tribe, right? Yeah. Again, I'll basically put out the link of both the like Mails Finder and the revenue growth tribe community in the description box below. You can get access of both the thing from there. Just click on the link and then be a part of it. Right now we are running an offer of lifetime deal where you can basically get the lifetime access of community and Mails Finder in just $249. And this offer is only for first 93 people. So if you're interested, join the community and then access the Mails Finder, or you can basically access the Mail Finder and then join the community, vice versa, right? So now again, let's come back to the video. So for accurate data, you can use Mails Finder, or maybe if you don't want to be a part of Mails Finder, you can use Million Verifier as well. It's up to you. I'm not I'm not forcing you to do anything over here. But yeah, now once you have the accurate data with you, the very fourth thing is that top level infrastructure. Now what do I mean by that? In that, basically mailboxes, what includes mailbox outreach tool, right? Domains, warm up poll. Now again, this seems little complex, but it's not. Let me tell you why. So basically, if you can see, the most important thing is that mailboxes. Now there are like two types of mailboxes: pre-warmed up and standard mailboxes. Now in the standard one, there are like two things. One is like Google Workspace and the Microsoft. Right now, why this is very important? Let's say if you are not paying really good attention on this one, if you're not focusing on really good infrastructure for your campaign, your email will be landing in the spam, and there is no point of sending email if your email are going to land in spam, because then doesn't matter how good your copy and the offer is. If you're landing in spam, no one's going to open that email and get back to you, right? So again, the very first and the most priority thing right now, if you have figured out everything else in the series, is the top level infrastructure. Right now, for the mailboxes, my recommendation would be for Google Workspace is Premium Inboxes or Zapmail, right? For outreach tool, right now I'm using Plus5, so that's why I can recommend you, because their warm-up pool is really good and very advanced than any other tool in the market like Instantly.ai or Smartlead. Again, don't go with Smartlead. That's not a good tool in my opinion, but again, it's up to you. For domain, right now I'm using Porkbun. Again, I'll drop the link of this all of this tool in the description, and also I'll drop a link of this particular diagram or like the flow into the description as well, right? So that you can you can basically search it later as well. For warm-up tool, again, basically I'm using Plus5 only, no other alternative tool for that. So once you have all of this, you are ready to go. Now, very important thing, why I haven't talked about the copy and everything, because it's very simple. Again, because we are here catering to demand and supply concept, so here we don't need a lot of things in the copy. We just right now we are just the connector over here. What do I mean by that? Let's say if you are providing SEO services, now you have to pretend that you are the connector between the supplier and the demand, right? And then you can send your email as a connector that says that, okay, hey, I've seen that you are hiring for, let's say, XYZ role. So basically, I know someone who can basically fulfill that requirement. For example, this is not the exact email, but I'm just giving you example, right? I know someone who can basically help you to achieve XYZ thing as a service, right? And then because they've helped, let's say XYZ company to grow into like, let's say multiple seven figures using XYZ services worth introing. That's it, nothing else, right? So here, what we are doing is that we are actually asking them to intro them with a company that are doing the exact thing that they require, right? So that's it. Again, I know this sounds like, what the fuck is this, right? Because your brain wired to the very, very complex thing, and you think that you have to write a really good email copy, you have to have a really good data and all of that, and for that you have to spend a lot of money, right? In reality, that is not that true. If you are truly going with connector as a connector and acting as a connector, right? Because see, now in this situation, let's assume that you are connecting a recruiter and a company who want to hire someone, right? Now in that case, you can basically make money from both the side, right? Now this is crazy part, because let's say you're connecting let's say recruiter to the company and the company to the recruiter. You can charge both of them. For recruiter, you can charge retainer and also like commission. For the company, you can charge one-time fee because you're connecting them with a recruiter. So that's it, and that's how you can basically make a hell amount of money, right? For let's say you for to recruiter, you can basically at least charge $4,000 to $5,000 a month as a retainer. I'm just saying minimum. On the higher side, you can charge 8K, 9K, 10K. It's up to you how you exactly are framing that on a sales call and everything. But yeah, so again, for this one, how much money you require to start with. So for example, let's talk about this because this is very, very important. So for leads and ICB, if you can see, you can do it for free completely, right? Now to find the data and extract the data, you need one platform called APFi, where you can basically find companies that are hiring or that got recently funded or like that are expanding, right? You can basically go to APFi. Let me show you that. So over here, you can basically find a lot of scrapers and you can use them. So let me show scrapers that I'm using currently. So this is the one which I'm using to extract lead from Apollo, right? Let's say this is another one which I'm using to, let's say, extract companies who are hiring recently in last 14 or last 30 days for a particular role. So this is the Indeed job scraper, and there are like a lot of scrapers. Sometimes I use maps depending on the requirement, right? So but yeah, this is the platform that I'm using, and I think this platform is costing me $39 a month. So that's your first cost. Like, let me write it down here. AP5 is equal to $39, right? So now here we are calculating your cost. Again, this is monthly. And then for, let's say, Mails Finder, it will cost you, if you are buying it for the lifetime, it will cost you $249. Otherwise, you have to basically use agency plan, which is going to cost you like $99 a month, but in which you get a lot of things. You get all the future updates for completely free. And believe me, in Feb, we are coming up with a really, really good feature that will basically, if you use it really well, you can make 100 times of money that you are investing into Mails Finder. And I myself going to use that as well, right? So again, that costs you $99. Let's say if you're using for mailboxes, it generally costs like $3.5 to $4 a mailboxes if it is a Google mailboxes. So let's say if you are let's say if you are just buying 20, right? So 20 into 35, which means $70. In my opinion, right? So $70 a month on mailboxes. Again, you don't need, if you're just starting it out, you don't need more than 20 mailboxes, because this is not, here we are not playing with volume, we are playing with quality and the timing, right? So if your timing is right, even with like 300 emails, you can get 1 or 2 clients very, very easily, right? So again, mailboxes is going to cost you $70 for plus swipe. Right now you can go with a very basic plan, which is going to cost you like $37 a month, right? And domain, yeah, let's calculate that. So for 20 or 21, you need like 7 domain, right? So which is going to cost you, let me calculate that. So 7 into, let's say, 11, which is going to cost you like $77 a month, right? So now the total will be 39 plus 99 plus 70 plus 37 plus, yeah, domain is the one-time cost, right? So it's $245 is going to be the cost a month. Now let's say if you do it right, so in the first month itself, you will be making like 10-20 times more than what you've invested, right? And once you get 1 or 2 clients, it becomes non-negotiable, and it becomes very, very easy to invest this much of amount every month in your outbound, right? So I think this is, so yeah, that's it. This is the entire framework that you can use to make $10,000 in $10,000 sales system in next 90 days. So I hope you found this really, really helpful and practical. And if you have any questions about how to set this up, all of this, just let me know, and just drop your comments down in the comment box below, and I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. And I hope you will use this exact system for yourself and make a hell lot of money. I'm hoping for that, because I know that human tendency, that most of the people who are watching this video are not going to take any action, but people who are going to take action on this are surely going to make really, really good amount of money by the March. And I want all of you to comment in the March once you apply the system. Like whenever like you get a results, just come to this video and comment that, so that other people can also get inspiration and motivation to do the same exact thing. Right now, I hope you like this video, you found this video really, really helpful and valuable. If yes, like this video, share this video, and don't forget to join the community or the mails finder, because this is going to be a really, really most affordable and accurate tool out there in the market. And if you want to get your first client in 90 days, join the community, and you will get a lot of training modules and 14 days free challenge as well. So yeah, I hope this video gets you really good clarity on what exactly you need to do. So yeah, again, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm really, really grateful for that. So yeah, thank you so much. I'll see you in next video. Till then, bye bye, take care.